Yeah, yeah, yeah. The Rock City boy. Hey guys, we have a good deal to talk about today. First, I'm going to be giving my brief thoughts on last week's chapter of Fairy Tail because I didn't really get the chance to review it. We will, of course, be discussing this glorious chapter of Fairy Tail, and then I want to address the Fairy Tail community. Just for a little bit. So if any of you wonderful Fairy Tail fans are tuning in, then I do suggest you stick around to the end. Try not to get too triggered about what I'm about to say. Chapter 537 was one of the worst chapters in the entire series. Not quite as bad as 536, but it was definitely up there, you know, top 5 worst chapters. And it's weird because people seem pretty split on it for some reason. Most people can agree that the Makarov reveal at the end was complete horseshit. It has been over 30 chapters since he has died. But he is back again because who fucking knows? But who cares? The Mavis and Zeref part, a lot of people seem to like it. Again, for some weird, strange reason. I thought that this scene was one of the cringiest moments in all of Fairy Tail. Zeref is dying and the whole time Mavis is just shouting, I love you, don't die, oh wait, I hate you, die, get out of here. You hurt all my friends, you caused everyone problems, but I still love you, don't go. It was so horrible, like it was actually painful to read. Everyone going on about how emotional it was. Like no it wasn't, what are you talking about? This was just shitty fan fiction writing that I'd expect from a 13-year-old Tumblr girl. That was last week. Today, the 538th chapter dropped. And I was honestly kind of surprised. It wasn't complete horseshit. But really, the main reason for that is because not much happened. It seemed to be more of a setup chapter for what's about to happen. Everyone's just going around, oh we did it, we saved the day, everything's fine. Natsu meets up with Gray and Lucy, is like, yo guys, we're all cool, Mavis is dead, but whatever, it's what she wanted. Shit happens though, it looks like what Lucy did to Natsu's end book was not permanent. The end book disappears and Natsu seemingly disappears along with it. Natsu doesn't actually show up until the end book disappears to make it look like he's okay, but then he disappears later. So that's it you guys, Natsu is officially dead. This was pretty shocking, not gonna lie, I had no idea Mashima was actually going to kill off Natsu. I'm kidding, of course. I really don't know why this late in the game Mashima still wants to pull this shit. Natsu is fine. He's gonna be fine. I don't know why the hell he disappeared, but it's definitely not because he died. But anyway, the chapter ends with Windy looking up to the sky where Actinologia disappeared, and of course we see a crack. So there are quite a few things I want to discuss here, because it seems very likely that Actinologia will be returning. All you Fairy Tail fans are probably out there like, oh man, we told you so, Natsu is gonna kill Actinologia. We're gonna have a Dragon Slayer kill a dragon, all your points are invalid. Go back to suck Oda's dick, you shitty One Piece tard. So I'll admit, I didn't really discuss the possibility of Actinologia returning, even though this whole time it has been a very likely possibility. The problem is though, based on the rules of this universe that Hiro has given us, it shouldn't be a possibility. The Ravines of Time were something that was introduced very recently, and Anna Heartfilia, who did seem to know her shit, made it very clear that nothing can exist within the Ravines of Time. You are gone, you cease to have ever existed. So next week when Actinologia bursts through it, I'm gonna love to see Hiro's explanation on this. And if and when it does happen, what was the point of the Ravines of Time? Why not just have them stall Actinologia? Just have the battle with Actinologia be a bit crazier, go on for a bit longer until Natsu was ready to fight him. Why do we have to introduce this entire plot line of them trying to kill Actinologia, them seemingly succeeding, and then him coming back only 3 chapters later? But that being said, we still don't know what could happen. It may not be Actinologia, it could be Ichilogia, because, you know, the Ravines of Time, you know, fused the two of them together, so now they're one and the same. Or who knows, maybe Anksuram will show up and be the final villain. You're saying, wait a minute, who the fuck's Anksuram? Well, if you remember, he is actually the god who originally cursed Zeref in the first place, who was mentioned like once. I don't really see the point of hinting at this like almighty god character and never introducing him, so maybe that's what Mashima has planned. And if not, then oh, yet another plot thread that goes nowhere. But of course, Actinologia does seem like the most likely thing, and while I am glad that this pretty much guarantees he will have a more fitting end than at the hands of Ichiya, it's still sort of a lose-lose situation, because if Actinologia doesn't come back, he was of course killed by Ichiya, and if he does come back, then all of the shit with Ichiya was completely pointless. It didn't add anything to the series, but it did add to the argument of why the series sucks. So I don't know what way Mashima is going to make Natsu come back. I don't know how he's going to explain Actinologia coming back. But Jesus Christ, We're almost there, 7 chapters left. Just make it look cool or something. Don't give us any more bullshit than we already have. Oh, what's that? Do you guys hear that? Oh boy, it's the cries of the butthurt fairy tale fans. Oh no. Before I get into this, I want to make something perfectly clear. If you like fairy tale, like if you've been enjoying all these current chapters, then good for you. We can both go about our day, agree to disagree. Now you're probably saying, wait a minute, there's people who actually like these chapters, or are you for real? I know most people seem to be in the general consensus that the Alvarez arc is shit, but you'd actually be surprised how many people actually get super pissed off when people shit talk fairy tale. I know there are a lot of people who love fairy tale and who have not been enjoying these chapters. A lot of people have left some pretty decent comments about it. Then you have a few people, and it's only just like a small minority, who don't take criticism of their favorite series very lightly. They really want you to know why you're wrong. And I'm usually fine if people disagree. You want to leave a comment explaining why you disagree, that is perfectly fine. The problem is, most time, diehard fairy tale fans try to argue with me, their points are complete shit. Either that or they aren't even trying to argue, they're just being douchebags. So please, if any of you diehard fairy tale fans out there want to give me some genuine reasons why these current chapters are pretty good, then you are more than welcome to do that. Although I just thought one of the reasons why people couldn't come up with good arguments is because really there are none. Thank you guys so much for watching, and please stay with me through the next couple months as we experience this glorious sinking ship to the very end.